Good day and welcome to our Abba's House Nugget. It's a new week and I am so excited to come to you as usual. I'm Pastor Kasim Ford, lead pastor and president of Abba's House Anguilla, and I'm excited just to be a blessing to you. Please like, share, subscribe, put on your post notifications so that we can continue to come to you and be a blessing to someone else. We are starting on a new Bible character. We're going to look at the life of King Solomon. And we are going to start in 1 Kings chapter 2. And we're going to just focus on the first 4 verses where King David is given a charge to his son right after he has appointed him as king. And I want to focus on the first part of this charge, which is to be strong and show yourself a man. Show what you're made of. A lot of times we go into new positions, new places. We're walking into new things, and we have to show what we are made of. Solomon was a young man. Some accounts say he was still 17. So being a king, being elevated to the highest position in a place, would have seen some persons want to challenge him. But his father's first words of encouragement is to be strong. I'm thinking you need to show that you got some backbone. You got to show what it is that you're made of, because this is going to be essential in you being the authoritative figure in this nation moving forward. The second thing that David said to Solomon was to follow the commandments and statutes of God. And this is so important, and we sometimes overlook this as leaders. You get into positions of authority and then we kind of forget that it is God that placed us there. We kind of forget that we are appointed by God. But the reality is, without God, we are nothing. That's cliche. It's something that we always say. But I wanted to tell you that in this scripture, it reminds me of 1 Corinthians 13, when Paul said, when I was a child, I spake as a child, but then when I became a man, I put away childish things. And it highlighted for me the commandments and promise that Jesus said, that we are to love God with all of our heart, all of our soul, with all of our might, and love our neighbor as ourselves. Those are the 2 commandments with promise. And I believe that if we are to live our life grounded in the love of God and the love for our fellow man, we will do great exploits in life and be very impactful for our generation. And to close it off, this is what Solomon tells his son. If you follow the statutes, the appointments, the course that God has placed in you on, the justice of God, then he will fulfill our promise, and my seed will be on the throne for generations to come. There's a promise that God has placed in your life. There are things, yes, that we receive as children of God that are innate to us. But if you want more, there is a principle of the seed. You sow a seed, you reap a harvest. And that's not just talking about money. What are you investing yourself in? If you sow into God, the scripture says, as the praises go up, the blessings come down. You see that across scripture. More you give, the more you receive. So I'm telling you, invest in, I'm not saying go to church. I'm saying be faithful to your appointment. Be faithful to your assignment. Be faithful to being the thing that God has created you to do, and he is going to fulfill his promise in your life. God bless you. I hope that this was truly an inspiration to you today. God bless you. Go do, go give, and be blessed.